After a fun day at Hershey Park, it was time that my vacation had came to an end. I was hoping for a nice welcome back from my many fans, but that's not what happened. Opening YouTube, I was greeted by many comments like, "Pedophile! Creep! Kaboom, there goes your reputation!" Super confused and frightened, I rushed to Gilded. "Are you kidding me? There's allegations again!"
What?
"How is there allegations?"
What allegations?
"I didn't even do anything. I don't know." A bunch of people are commenting, "Kaboom, there goes your reputation."
Who started it now?
The only context I had is that people were calling me a pedo with CP, that's all I knew. So I made a video quick trying to plead it wasn't true. Help Me came onto the scene and it worked. I thought I was saved until I found someone had linked a document, and when I clicked on it, my tower had crumbled, mentally. I saw past screenshots of me saying terrible stuff. So I had a choice now to make. Lie! Honesty is the best policy. I couldn't put up with any more hate. My mental health was declining, so I lied. Now, unfortunately, on my half, content farms picked up this situation and started profiting off it. My friend then warned me about another exposing YouTuber, and you know his name. I don't have CP, man. I don't want to be known as a pedo. That's not me.
Harry, do what I'm doing. Talk with popular creators. And who you need to watch out is for Parlo or whatever his name is.
Parlo, I'm pretty sure he's controversial.
He does stuff without much evidence. He can make your fame go down.
And then it happened. Just sitting there. I knew this wasn't right. I lied and got away with it. Despite the document being poorly made, it was still someone's work, and they were being attacked. My former friend Emperor Knight, who I must make clear is not associated with me anymore, had gotten in contact with Parlo. In the group chat were two victims of mine, Perry and Florida Pro 76, who was only a minor trying to prove I wasn't innocent. I just couldn't see them suffer because of me. I had to make things right, so I admitted to everything, even the CP, which wasn't true. There was no legitimate proof of me sending it, and me not knowing it would be a crime, I decided to go along with it and admit to something I didn't do. Let me explain. I used pictures from the internet. I know this makes you relieved, but I had tried to get hers, and thank God she didn't send it. After this, Parlo acted very immature. He stared sending cop car gifts and thinking it was funny, and it only terrified. He then threatened to call the cops on me, and the next day when I got into call with them, they threatened to this time call the FBI on me if I didn't admit.
First, Harry kept denying anything happened, but then me and Frev, Parlo's video editor, started talking about reporting whoever was behind the messages to the police.
Let me also be clear, Parlo was also a part of this. This was the GC where I called him. If you watch Parlo video, you can see him in the call. They knew threatening to contact the FBI on me would force me to admit. They would gain ad revenue from the exposing video. Now I'll show you another clip. Listen for keywords.
When we pressed again, Harry's
keyword pressed. They were quite literally pressuring me in that GC.
Slipped up and said, "What if I lied?" When we asked what he meant, he admitted that he was.
Now here's some more proof. By me giving them what they wanted and me admitting, go something I didn't do, they wouldn't file the FBI tip, but still gain ad revenue from exposing me. Now why did I insist I did send it when I didn't? I couldn't change my story. So I tried saying that wasn't me on the account who admitted, because I didn't want Parlo and Guango making money off me. I did not want to be known as a CP manufacturer when I wasn't. I also tried to tell them the truth that it wasn't true, but they did not believe it. Let's talk about how they invaded my privacy on the call. They didn't tell me they clipped it until way later I had to give them consent, because I was afraid of what they would do. They didn't even try altering the voice and then leaked it in the UTTP video. I was in beef with Perry, and someone helping me was Emperor Knight. However, thankfully it ended. But then I realized Perry was way cooler than Emperor and JT, who I viewed as a dork. So I helped him take back the server from the Forsaken fans, who we viewed as cornballs. I said terrible stuff and pissed off my mod and developer team. I will admit I did the most to Emperor Knight. I made him break down in tears when I started harming myself after he tried to expose me. He then gave me another chance and I did it again. My friends forged messages of him and I spreaded it. Then we started making fun of his dead cats, and I sent disgusting messages to Emperor Knight. Couple days later, I wanted to change, so I put out an apology admitting to the stuff I did and worked to become a better person. Now, a part I left out is that me and my friends wanted attention, so we cursed out parlors, friends. It was all going good, no beef, until I saw this video. I thought it would be a safe spot to say how poorly Parlo handled the situation in April, so I typed away. But I was wrong. He saw it and was gonna make a video on me, so I defended myself. This made him more mad. He also then proved my point when he called me the R slur and made fun of my autism in his Discord. And if he couldn't have handled it more poorly, he put the link to my defense video, which made his glazers come. Now I will debunk some new allegations he brought up. He said I worked with a UTTP member to raid his server. This isn't true. It was a mentally ill girl, and I have proof of me trying to stop her. Now, he also said I was working with a UTTP server. This isn't true. I was working with a server called the South Side. They wanted to help me against Parlo. Now I just wanted to say, nobody is innocent, I did wrong, and Parlo did wrong. However, he isn't a gay furry, that was something stupid. I said I did the same thing to Emperor Knight. Now, right after this happened, my Wi-Fi got booted off. I knew it was a DDoS. Someone was trying to silence me. I pleaded to my posts for help, but Parlo's glazers kept saying good. If you see this, please remain neutral. Don't get involved.